Welcome back and thank you for watching. This is another stock market analysis video with NLC Capital. In this video we're going to be doing our weekend review. We're going to be looking at the three major indices and trying to give you guys an understanding of where the markets could be going over the next week. So to start, to look left, this is a 1-year daily chart. See the declining resistance line that we here, we broke above. Then again, we traded sideways for the most part. We had the declining resistance line. My line is a little off. Let me fix this for you guys. Okay. So you had the declining resistance line. Just move that in. Okay, so you have this declining resistance line, and then obviously you can see the break above. Okay. Our proprietary software gave us a buy signal right here on this candle. And that told us we should be long this market, and it proved to be right. And we broke out. That was in mid and late July. Then we traded down, and now we traded up. So we pretty much went nowhere since late July. For the most part, this is due because of August trading. Not much usually happens in August, so don't expect much this week again. But you could see a pickup in volatility and volumes as we head into September, as traders come back from vacation and get back at work. However, looking at the recent price action, you can see this little uptrend that has been developing. Now on Wednesday and Thursday, I like these two candles that developed. They're very top heavy, is what I like to say. Well, let's just know that there is buying, at least towards the end of the day where we closed up. I don't know exactly when the buying was, but closed at the top of the range, which is a very bullish signal. And then we also have this resistance line capping off price. So we're kind of stuck in this little tight pattern right here on the Dow Jones. So a big move could happen to the up or downside. I would be more favorable to the downside because this has been a move on very light volume. If you look down here where my cursor is, just like how light this volume is. So the Dow Jones should make a move either up or down. It should not trade sideways the rest of the week. I would favor it towards the downside. Moving on to the S&P. The S&P is a very similar chart, so I won't repeat a lot of the same stuff, but you do have a breakout here. This wasn't a declining resistance line, however, you did have a declining right there. You break above, and then pretty much sideways since late July. You do have this uptrend also that was developing on the Dow Jones, and it's developing on the S&P as well. And you don't have the same exact resistance that's capping off, but you do have a resistance line right there. The S&P showed good buying Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, unlike the Dow Jones. So you can see by the candle how it closed up at the top, but that's kind of a topish candle, so I would be very careful with trading on that. And finally, actually, we'll look at the Russell also, so second to last. On the NASDAQ, you can see the breakout from this declining resistance line. And it was just beautiful. It kept running. We were pessimistic on the NASDAQ, so we were totally wrong on this one. Won't be ashamed to admit it. But it does look like the move is stalling out. You can see by this band how the volatility is drying up. It's getting much tighter. I mean, it's practically touching. And finally, moving on to the Russell now. This is our last chart. You can see we did have a breakout as well above this resistance line that we had here. And we traded sideways before breaking above it. And then we traded higher, went down a little bit, and then we made another leg up to new highs. And on these 2 days, we kind of had like a little bit of an outlier move where we had a strong day and then just sold off the next day. Had another down day and then bought up again, so we pretty much went nowhere last week. So the Russell, again, this is a little bit more bullish, but if the markets are going to trade off, the Russell will most likely follow and lead. But the Russell does look bullish. You could even have a little bit of a channel pattern right there. You can see that. So the Russell could be going higher, but we do remain kind of pessimistic on the markets. If you enjoyed this video, give a like and subscribe. And make sure to follow us on all of our social medias, including Twitter and StockTwits, where we post free trades daily. And give our website a visit, www.nlccapital.com, where you can get access to those free trades and subscribe to our service. We're up over 100% this year.